Among the many sacred rivers of the world, none inspires awe and reverence like the Ganges, known not only for its earthly waters, but also for its divine form, the celestial Ganges. In Hindu mythology, this river is not merely a flowing stream, but a goddess, a living force that connects heaven and earth, purifying souls and bringing life to all who touch its waters. According to ancient texts, the celestial Ganges descended from the snowy peaks of the Himalayas, guided by the mighty hand of Shiva, the destroyer and regenerator of the universe. The gods required its sacred waters to cleanse the world of accumulated sins and darkness. Yet the river's force was so immense that it threatened to flood the entire earth. To temper its power, Shiva caught the river in his knotted hair, allowing only a controlled flow to descend upon the land, forming the Ganges we know today. The story of the Ganges is deeply intertwined with the legend of Shiva, one of the principal deities in the Hindu pantheon. As the cosmic dance of creation, preservation, and destruction unfolded, the need arose to cleanse the earth of its impurities. The devas or gods approached Shiva, seeking his assistance to bring forth a river so pure it could wash away the sins of all living beings. Shiva, residing in the heights of the Himalayas, heard their plea and reached out with his hand, plucking a handful of ice from a frozen lake high in the mountains. As these ice crystals melted in his palm, they transformed into a radiant river, the celestial Ganges. Recognizing the immense power within this new river, Shiva understood that its full force would devastate the earth. So he allowed the Ganges to flow through his tangled locks of hair, creating a natural reservoir that tempered the river's intensity. From this point, the tamed waters flowed down to earth, becoming the sacred Ganges. The celestial Ganges is more than a symbol of physical purification. Its waters represent spirituality, rebirth, and the eternal connection between humans and the divine. Every drop is considered a blessing, capable of washing away sins and freeing the soul from the cycle of rebirth, the samsara. For those who approach the Ganges with devotion, a dip in its waters can bring spiritual liberation, moksha. The river's significance is particularly profound in the ancient city of Varanasi, where bathing in the Ganges at the time of death is believed to absolve the soul of all earthly impurities, ensuring a peaceful passage to the afterlife. Mythological texts also describe the celestial inhabitants of the river, such as the Apsaras, beautiful water nymphs who dwell within its depths, as well as benevolent spirits and wise sages who have chosen the Ganges as their abode. These celestial beings are said to reside in the purest sections of the river, adding to its spiritual significance and serving as companions to those who seek their wisdom and blessings. The myths surrounding the celestial Ganges often depict it as a manifestation of the divine, sometimes descending from the sky in a whirlwind of divine light, accompanied by shimmering clouds and heavenly music. This celestial aspect of the Ganges emphasizes the river's role as a conduit between the earthly and divine realms, a belief that has contributed to its sacred status in Hinduism. As the celestial Ganges flowed down from the heavens, it carried with it the power to grant boons and fulfill desires. Those who lived along its banks or made pilgrimages to it were said to have their wishes granted, be it for good health, prosperity, or spiritual enlightenment. The river's life-giving waters were also believed to possess healing properties, attracting individuals seeking to cure ailments or find solace in its healing embrace. The celestial Ganges is sometimes personified as a divine goddess, adorned in white garments and holding lotus flowers, symbolizing purity and spiritual awakening. In this form, the river is revered as a mother figure, nurturing and protecting those who honor and respect her. The myths highlight the Ganges' consciousness, its ability to perceive the intentions and emotions of those who interact with it. While it bestows gifts on the pure of heart, it is said to be unmoved by the pleas of those with impure intentions, reminding all who encounter it of the importance of leading a righteous life. Over the centuries, the celestial Ganges has inspired countless myths, legends, and stories that have become an integral part of Indian culture. These tales serve not only as entertainment, but also as moral lessons, teaching values such as humility, compassion, and the importance of living in harmony with nature. The celestial Ganges continues to hold a prominent place in Indian society, symbolizing the country's rich cultural heritage and deep reverence for the natural world. Its presence is felt not just in religious ceremonies, but also in everyday life, reminding Indians and those who visit the country of the enduring power of myth and the importance of preserving cultural traditions. In conclusion, the celestial Ganges is more than just a mythical river. It embodies the very essence of Hinduism, where the divine is seen as immanent in all things. The river's journey from the heights of the Himalayas to its final resting place in the Bay of Bengal is a metaphor for the spiritual journey of the soul, a path that can lead to enlightenment and release from the cycle of suffering. The celestial Ganges reminds us that the divine is always present, flowing through our lives like a gentle current, waiting for us to dive in and experience its purifying and life-giving waters.